What's up, guys? It's your boy Marcus back for another video on Spiritual Academy. Today we're going to be talking about the Ascension Earth and the Burification of Time. Alright, y'all. So, basically, because let's start off with the basics, right? Everyone has their own opinion when it comes to Ascension, when it comes to the timeline, Earth timeline splitting, and whatever people believe, right? It is what it is. I have no expectation about it. So this is just information I'm bringing to you guys to see if it resonates for you, if that's what I would say I have no expectation when it comes to the ascension. Like, it is what it is. Ascending is ascending in consciousness, right? And vibration. That's what it truly is. And you evolving as a soul, right? Us all evolving, right? Even Gaia ascending, right? But that's the basis of what it is, right? So let's start off with that, okay? Because some people believe, well, the majority says that there will be a splitting of timelines, right? Because we all know we live in the multiverse, okay? There's different timelines, there's different universes and stuff like that. So the burification of time is basically the splitting of the old Earth timeline, which is the timeline we're on now, right? That is falling off and shit is crumbling, right? Because the system never really worked, right? The system was just built up upon keeping people in a low vibrational state, in infancy state spiritually, right? And them not really knowing, right? Them following the books and the text that the government, higher-ups, and the cabal have been giving them for eons now, for generations, right? And the new Earth timeline, right? Which is the Earth timeline where the people who are aware and who are on the frequency, because it does not matter, like, as long as you're doing the work you're doing and you're raising your frequency, right? Because people have always saying Earth is ascending, Gaia is ascending, so we have to match that vibration, right, to ascend to this higher timeline of Earth, right? The Ascension timeline. And I've made a video, scroll all the way down. I've made countless videos about this. I think it's one. Matter of fact, I'll look it up right now on my phone and scroll it down for y'all. But I think it was Angelic Humanity. No, I think it was a different one. I think it was one of the Angelic Humanity ones, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it was. Yep, this was it. But basically, it's the Angelic Humanity must watch video right here. It's already, this is like my first spiritual video ever. Okay, but I've made countless videos about it, uploaded about it. But basically, the splitting of timelines of you people who are vibrating on this new frequency, right? This new energy, this new vibration that's on the planet. We are ascending in consciousness, which means we basically splitting off from this timeline. So Isis has spoke about this. Isis Wisdom, if you don't know who she is, go down to her YouTube, Isis Wisdom on YouTube, or I Am the Realest to ever do it on Instagram. Go check her out. She's very authentic of what she says, and I resonate with pretty much most of everything she shares. But she spoke about how the Earth timeline, 3D timeline that we're on, right, the Earth, 3D Earth, is really for a lot of souls to incarnate into, to deal with to go through their soul lessons and to deal with the karma that they still have from past lifetimes and shit like that, right? So that's why people say the old Earth timeline will still exist. This timeline that we're on will still exist, right? Because we quantum leap timelines all the time, right? This is what we come into manifestation, right? We're only manifesting shit that already exists on different timelines, versions of us, right? So all we're doing is just timeline jumping onto that version of us, right? So we're just bringing what already exists into this timeline, or I feel like we're just jumping, right, by our frequency, by our vibration and consciousness, that we're quantum leaping to these timelines, right? The shit you want a family, you're actually manifesting that, right? It already exists. It already exists, because the present, past, and future is all existing in one. There's no separation. Time is not linear, right? Everything is existing in the now, right? Everything is now. That's why they say stay present, because everything is now, right? So if you are just the most present, like if you are very present and you are awakened highly, like vibrationally, consciously, some of us could possibly even tap into realms that exist within the now moment. Like, you can literally tap into yourself enough to where you can, like, it's so much, like, you can tap into the present moment to where you can start getting downloads, you can get communication with spirit, because you're present in the now. When we're so focused on everything else, that's why we see a lot of angel numbers, a lot too, because we're so focused with daily 3D life, right? There's nothing wrong with that, right? But if there's nothing wrong with that, because we have to. We live in this 3D world. We live in the system. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless a lot of us who are blessed to be able to exit the system where they can plant their own food, they have their own land type shit. Y'all are good. You blessed, fam. You know what I'm saying? But the many of us who still work 9 to 5s, right? The many of us who still work have to go to the Walmarts and the Sam's Clubs to get groceries, right? For now, because we all should be, you know what I'm saying, wanting to go and plan our own shit, because this shit crumbling. Walmarts is closing all around the goddamn globe. Okay, especially in the U.S. I've seen 2 Walmarts closing near me already. One already opened up. One is like closed forever. No, one is opening up, I think it's like 6 months. Another one is closed. So Walmart's are closing down. I just let me know. Okay, I was just talking about this today. I'm like, bro, you know what? It's time to plant. Okay, because the Ascension timeline, nigga, you are responsible for you. You are responsible for you, your soul, your life, what you want to create, right? You're responsible for you. So that's why we should start doing these 5D, people call it 5D habits, right? 5D habits is being responsible for yourself, growing your own food, right? Doing things that you usually would allow lean on the system or lean on people to do for you, right? So it's something I'm still just because I'm speaking this does not mean I've mastered this. I'm still learning, okay? I'm a teacher, but I'm a student. I talked about this today too, okay? I'm a teacher, but I'm a student. I'm still learning. I'm still growing, just like everybody else. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? So I still need to do some of this too. But I've had one plant didn't go well. So yeah, but I'm definitely going to be planning a lot. I'm trying to get right before April, or right around April, like the very beginning of April. I'm starting to plant some things. So yeah, but the verification of time is basically splitting off of the old paradigm timeline, which is the one we're on now, and the one splitting from the 5D timeline, right? So the timeline where we are who we truly are, right? Our Christ selves, right? Crystal self, right? The inner self, like that. Your soul, who you really are, right? So, which is source, because we're all source, right? We're all different expressions, different aspects of source. It's all the different sparks of source, right? So yeah, so we're all ascending, and that 5D is not a dualistic consciousness. That is a straight up unity consciousness, right? So that's why we're doing the work on 3D now. So when we get to 5D, shit, it will at least be the bare minimum of prepared to live normally on the 5D, because there's still work that has to be done. And that's why people think, oh my God, it's going to be one day where solar flare is going to return everything back to normal, right? That could still be kind of facts, but at the same time, this shit is an ongoing process. It's ongoing, right? I even heard people say it's like I even heard people say that there's going to be waves of ascension, waves. So if you don't make the first wave, you have different times to make it. I don't know how facts that is, bro. I don't really like. Just go within, okay? Everything I tell you today, go within your own soul, your own self, okay? Go within, ask your team, everything I say, okay? This is information I was kind of pulled to share today because I was researching. You know what? Let's go ahead, because we've learned about Gaia is ascending, right? But these people that's on the planet cannot handle that frequency that we're going to, right? Which is still us. These people are really us, right? There are other versions of us that are not awakened, right? People call them slow bots, whatever people want to call them. They're not. You have to understand, there are people on here, there are bots, right? There are people who are just robots who just, right? And this is the things where even though we was aware as kids, y'all, like, a lot of us was just living on autopilot. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, I kind of feel like, especially before my awakening, like some of those times I was just living on autopilot, right? To live, to survive, right? Till I got to the point to where I was able to handle the frequency I'm at now, right? So I could be able to, you know, do what I'm supposed to be doing and be aware of what's going on the planet, because this whole system is crumbling. The system cannot hold anymore, right? It cannot hold. So what it's going to do, it's going to try to claw as many people as it can back into the system to keep it running. It cannot survive what we're going with this ascension. It cannot, right? Right? And that's why the verification of time is because there's multiple ways people think that what's going to happen, right, during the end of the ascension, right? That the verification of time, the new Earth timeline, the old Earth timeline, right? People who still need to play out their lessons, play out their karma, will stay on that timeline. People who have done the work necessary, right, or who is on the ascension path, who's raising their vibration to that level, can make that 5D ascension. There's not going to be nothing. This is what people have to understand, y'all. The whole program of death on this planet is capped, okay? Because there's no such thing as death, okay? We live forever. We have to understand that. People say, oh yeah, we live forever, yeah. Our soul lives forever, bro. Understand that this body cannot live another 1 billion years. It can't, you know what I'm saying? Unless we evolve our bodies to that extent. But our soul lives on forever in many different forms, many different dimensions, many different realities, many different incarnations. You know what I'm saying? That shit lives on forever, right? Right? But that's the thing. Our soul, that's what we're talking to, that animates the body, that moves the body. This is who we are, right? We are within the body. We are not the body. The body is an extension of us, right? Just like they say, everything is a projection of what's on the inside. How you look at yourself, you think you're ugly, you're really saying that to who you truly are within. So you have to look within and figure out what you're doing to make yourself feel like you're ugly and you're, you know, look bad on, right? Oh, I'm low self-esteem, or I'm ugly. No. Right? But you have to go within. But the ascension is the ascension of your consciousness, the ascension of the raising of your vibration, right? Because we're entering into a new, my gosh, I don't even know what to call it, right? We're in the age of Christ, the age of the revelation, the revealing, right? The truth is coming out. And that's why there's so many people like me on here, like Isis Wisdom, Shai Jamal, Spiritual Soul, 19 Keys, Billy Carson, Dr. B. There's so many other speakers out here because this is the new goddamn way, okay? Not that there's no such thing as a new wave, but this is what we're headed to. This is the so-called new wave, right? Because this is what life really is about, right? This really is where we're headed next. The old timeline, this shit that we've been in for eons, this shit is done with. And that's the thing. It's gonna be a lot of people that cling on to this system that just we cannot continue to do that, right? And it's going to be ripped from them because the system does not work. It does not honor Gaia. It does not honor anyone on this planet, not even the animals. The animals suffer the most because a lot of the animals are highly aware, but all these factory-made food peddlers is not good for them. All right, they're what? They hunt their own food, fish, fresh fish, animals. That's the way of life. That's how they do. That's how they live. That's how they survive, right? But we've got them down to eating pebbles, canned foods and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. But the ascension is the evolution of your consciousness, right? Elevating to a higher state of being, to 5D consciousness, which is unity consciousness, right? Connect to the whole. Because when you understand that there's no such thing as you, there's no such thing as me, him, her, she. That shit does not matter. That shit is just an illusion, a mask that we put on when we come here on this earth under the veil. 5D, there's no fucking such thing as me or you. That's just us, the whole, who we are. Because all of us come from the divine source. We are all sparks, aspects, different aspects, right? Basically different aspects, different sparks. So we are all still source though, right? But we all express our life and express who we truly are as a soul in different ways, different incarnations. So I feel like these incarnations are really expressions of who we are as a soul, okay? So, ooh, that hit right there. I had to take a pause, okay? That hits. But I feel like these incarnations are expressions of our soul and who we are, right? Because right here, what we're doing, our purpose, is whatever your purpose is meant to do, right? I'm supposed to be up here spreading my knowledge, helping others through my experiences, right? Through my experiences, through what I've learned, through what I've went through in my life, to help others who resonate with that information. So it's not, everyone is not going to resonate with information. Only those few who needed this information, who really came and was brought here by spirit, right? Which is us, because we are spirit in the physical, same as you. Okay, so you were brought here. A higher version of you brought you here. You know what I'm saying? So you can get this message, this knowledge, right? Which is already within you. All we're doing is just re-sparking that within your own being. Okay, because you already have all this shit. You are down packed. right? We're just reminding you, you know what I'm saying? We're all reminders, messengers, just reminding you of who you are and the knowledge that you hold within your own soul, okay? So, yeah, the ascension is just the ascension of your consciousness, okay? Of your soul, right? Of returning to your inner Christ being, right? Your God self, right? Which is a creator self, a self that can create at the speed of fucking not even light, instant, okay? Because source, we are source, we just like in the Bible, okay? You are made in God's image. That's exactly what it is. We are God because we are source, right? Remember that. Now remember who you are. What you are and who you are different, right? What you are, you could be a Lyran, you could be Arcturian, Andromedan, you could, you know what I'm saying? You could be from all different type of star systems and star races. But who you are will always be connected to the divine source, because that's where everything comes from. Everything is raw. Everything around us is energy, is light, right? Slowed down at a molecular structure that makes it seem physical. But all this shit is energy, because everything is just a projection of what's on the inside. When you realize everything is just an illusion, it's just like it's like a movie screen. Like it's like a projector. Your heart, who you are as a soul, what's going on the inside of you as a soul, your energy is being projected like a projector to a movie screen to your outside world, and that's what life is. And that's why our eyes, people say, are the windows to the soul, right? People always say that forever, right? Our eyes are portals, and that's why people say be careful with what you're consuming, what you're watching, because you're allowing that shit. Just like they said, your eyes are the window to the soul. It's allowing you to come in, so you're allowing that shit to come into your being, your temple. Okay, so yeah, so be careful. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And I said again, that doesn't mean freaking cut everything. Just do this forever. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, enjoy your life, and do shit in moderation. Okay. But that's I feel like that's pretty much it, y'all. I tell you everything. The verification of time is just splitting of the 3D and 5D Earth. The 3D Earth is for the beings who have not ascended past that level of consciousness yet, right? People who still need to go to their lessons. They're not lower than you. They're not any of that. Their souls chose. A lot of people I don't even believe this. A lot of people don't have souls. They either have spirits or whatever. But it's a lot of souls that chose. A lot of people who chose that same energy, that same cycle over and over, and they will be here on 3D until they learn the soul lessons to ascend to a higher density. A lot of us who are awakened now have the most fucking unique opportunity to ascend out of density to 5D. And that's where we're headed. So that's pretty much it, y'all. I've made a video. If y'all want to watch it, I'll link it here. Okay. Matter of fact, I'll link it early in the video too, and here twice. Okay. So y'all can do that, please. Every video, watch to the end, because it's always nuggets of info in here for y'all. I'm telling you now. But I've made plenty of videos. Yep, here you go. Who we really are, must watch. Right here. Alright, who we really are, must watch. Scroll down to my video. You'll see is between those who y'all will see, okay? So go back and watch that video. If y'all know more about that, yeah, that video goes in. And I resonate with that video. Just spiritual chills every time I watch any one of those older videos. My gosh. But anyway, y'all, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Again, my name is Marcus. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out of here. Peace.